52. I could actually shut the heat off on this cast iron and it will come up the rest of the way. That might be good to go right there. Okay, yeah. Gonna shut that off. We're looking for a temp of 160 on this side. I don't know why that side jumped up over there. But yeah, we're pretty close. We're close enough. Okay. We're going to call these burgers done. How about that? And I like to give them a good little roll around so I get the juices on there. Get them on my plate. And I have tried to eliminate cheese out of my diet. Like last week, I got into the cheese a little bit. That seemed to be a problem. That slowed me down. Also, the chicken wings slowed my weight loss down. So now I got them all coated up, ready to go. We're gonna let that pan cool off, and then I'll let the dog have it here in a little while. But I like to put a little bit of extra salt on these burgers. And the only thing extra that I like to use, let me spin you guys around the room. Take a look at the dog. Woo. Let's see, what do we got in here? We got a whole lot of junk. This right here, this stuff, this Tabasco. So there's not a whole lot of sugar in that I need to worry about. There is a tiny little amount of sugar in this. This is Tabasco Sriracha. Now, the reason I'm not worried about the sugar in here is because I'm not drowning this in this sauce. I'm just using the sauce to give me that nice little hot sauce flavor. And it's far more healthy than those little packets of sauce you might get from like Taco Bell or McDonald's or wherever. Those sauces contain all kinds of stuff that I never realized. And we got Tupperwares full of those sauces. It was something we started collecting through the pandemic because, you know, we just didn't know any better. I think a lot of my bad health came from the pandemic in general because, I mean, I was already morbidly obese before the pandemic started. Everything got out of control, you know, once the pandemic got really going and, you know, we were all stuck at home, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what's best for us and stuff like that. And then everybody was also stockpiling food, which there's nothing wrong with that. People here in Alaska have been stockpiling food since forever because you never know what's going to happen next. We have earthquakes. We have all kinds of weird situations that happen up here. So having a good food supply, having a good meat storage and stuff like that is extremely important up here. But we got off on the wrong track. We started buying all kinds of crap food. I mean, we were looking for shelf-stable items, stuff that were in boxes. All of that was overly processed food. Now, the problem I had with all that is I was eating that stuff all the time. Super unhealthy, eating it over and over and over again. And my weight got really bad. It got way out of control. I mean, my sleep apnea got really horrible. I had to go out and get a CPAP through all of it. And then trying to get a sleep study in the middle of a pandemic. Well, that stunk. That was horrible. Oh, super juicy. It was a little bit more difficult to cook in that particular cast iron than it was the other pan that I just threw away. But yeah, if you have a meat thermometer and you cook your burger patties even from frozen on extremely low heat, they come out incredibly tender, incredibly juicy, just amazing quality. And you don't need to overdo like any of the sauce. I mean, I just drizzled the sauce on top of this. It's just that Tabasco Sriracha sauce, which really isn't bad. I do like the taste of almost all Tabasco products, by the way. My favorite is the habanero Tabasco sauce. It has a nice habanero pepper. To me, just has kind of a sweet flavor to it. So, you know, habaneros and mangoes and pineapples and stuff like that they kind of complement themselves. And when I used to make stuff in the past, yeah, good stuff here. Elvis says OP. Oop. Not sure what that means. But okay. It's all good there. I'm seeing all these new buttons on here that weren't here before. And like I said, like these vertical lives that came out, for a lot of us, we don't know what all this stuff does. And so I'm going to mess around here. I'm going to touch this